Today we'll be reading from one of my favorite books in the Bible. Hey guys, welcome back to Encouraged. If this is your first time, please consider subscribing. That way every week you can continue to be encouraged. And also click the thumbs up so we know you're watching. The book of Jeremiah is such an amazing book. I feel like not a lot of people say that. But it's so rich, so full of wisdom, and verses that are just powerful. I'm going to share a little part of it with you. Go to Jeremiah chapter 2, verses 11 to 13. It reads as follows. Has a nation ever changed its gods? Yet they are not gods at all. But my people have exchanged their glorious God for worthless idols. Be appalled at this, you heavens, and shudder with great horror, declares the Lord. Verse 13. My people have committed two sins. They forsake me, the spring of living water, and have dug their own cisterns, broken cisterns that cannot hold water. Stop right there. This you see all over our culture, all over the world. There is this undeniable God in our universe, in existence. It's written on your heart. Yet we have exchanged this glorious God for worthless idols. An idol could be an addiction to a person, to a celebrity, to a drug, to money. It can be an actual idol people carve, saints, the God of love, and all these ridiculous things. They know there's a God, but they're going for these cheaper imitation gods. And to that we read that the heavens should be appalled and shudder in great horror that this is happening. Now this is the one that trips me out a lot, because I think a lot of people, if they're honest, would admit to this. In verse 13, we see that people have turned their backs to the spring of living water. And it says they have dug their own cisterns, broken cisterns that cannot hold water. What is a cistern? Basically, think of it as a well that's man-made. But occasionally, over time, or just due to poor craftsmanship, these wells stop holding water because there's cracks in them. And it continues to leak and leak water. And sometimes the water gets murky. Sometimes it gets contaminated because it's stagnant water. But people are constantly trying to fill those cisterns of water up with things that they think will please them. And every time they reach in there and try to grab more and more of that water, it's filthy, it's disgusting. So God is appalled by that you would let go of this spring, this refreshing spring of living water, dig your own mud hole, and drink the junk that's in there. I feel like people know that. You know when you're picking something that is nowhere near as good as God. You know when you're giving into your sin, your lust, and then you wake up the next day and you go, that wasn't worth it. I regret it. But this is not what God wanted for you. I want to ask you this. Where do you sit in all this? Are you the person who has committed these two sins of forsaking God and digging your own cisterns that can't even hold water? Or are you the person that wants to walk away from that? Yes, there's two. One that will continue using that cistern and one that wants out of that cistern. Listen, God is here for you. God wants to be that refreshing drink of water you're looking for. He can be that river of life you need. He can be the one to change your life today. Give him your trust. Rekindle that love. Go to him now. May God bless you and your families. Hey, once again, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. If this has blessed you in any way, be sure to share it with a friend. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and give us a like. Thank you so much for your time. We're praying for you, and we'll see you next time.